If there's ever a problem in life that's too hard for you to solve, it's always because there's a smaller problem that you didn't solve, that if you would first solve that small problem, you'd be able to fix the big problem. This is a rule in everything in life. A person has a messy marriage, there's usually something from his past in his marriage, that there's resentment that was unsolved. Or you could have a person who has a hard time finding motivation throughout the day. It could be he has a small problem like taking control of how he goes to sleep at night. The secret of a good coach is able to always find what's that small problem that hasn't been solved yet, and to help you move forward to fix the small problem. When it comes to the big problem that we have as a nation of the destruction of the Beit HaMikdash, and we want to understand what can we do to fix it. You have here the stones right below me that fell from Robinson's Ark, reminding us that there was just once a temple here. And how do we solve this destruction? And the answer is, we know that the Shulchan Aruch says that it's ra'ui for every Yirei Shamayim, it's appropriate for every God-fearing Jew in this time, throughout the year, of course, and specifically in these 21 days between the days of Shiva Asar B'Tammuz and the day of Tisha B'Av, that every God-fearing Jew should feel bad and bother him the destruction of the temple and hope for the rebuilding of the temple. Now, the question that's asked is, why does it say that it's appropriate for every God-fearing Jew? It should be appropriate for every Jew. Why specifically a God-fearing Jew? And the answer is because not for every Jew is the right thing to feel bad for the temple. Because some people have a inner destruction. Their whole soul is in a destructive state. They don't have a connection to themselves. They're not able to find happiness. They're not able to find a connection to Hashem. And those people first have to fix themselves before they try to fix the world. You see, in order for you to fix the world, first clean your own bedroom. You want to be able to make an impact. First, focus on you keeping the Shulchan Aruch, you keeping what's expected of you to do, and then we could try to change the world. And that's what it means to say is that only person who first, he has a connection to Hashem, he's able to see outside of himself. Because a person who doesn't really have God-fearingness, which means he doesn't see God in the world, that person, he doesn't see outside of himself. You can't feel bad for the destruction of the temple. Even if you say, I am feeling bad, you're not feeling bad. You don't want the Mashiach, you don't want the building of the temple because you feel bad for the pain of the Shekhinah of Hashem, that he is in the place that he's in. Instead, you're feeling bad because you have a specific personal problem. But you don't feel for something outside of yourself. First, fix yourself. First, find a way to connect to yourself. First, find a way to connect to your own emotional stability before you come forward and try to fix the feelings of the Tsar of the Shekhinah. And that's the step, that's the catalyst. When you solve this small problem, that is part of working on yourself, feeling that what you need to work on and how to improve on those things and accepting yourself as you are and seeing what's the next step to go forward. That's the way to be able to eventually come and make a tikkun and fix also the entire world and to bring the Geulah. The Baal Shem Tov would say, Karbal nafshi ge'alah, that close to my soul is its redemption. Which means to say that in order to be able to fix and redeem the world, redeem the Jewish people, the way to do that is first to redeem the soul from the Yetzer Hara. What do you feel is holding you back from connecting to yourself? That is what smartphones do. It brings us closer to people that are far from us and brings us further from people that are close to us. Smartphones bring us further from ourselves and from Hashem, which are the closest things to us. So first step, in order for us to feel for the Beit HaMikdash, is to try to work on our own tikkun amidot, to work on ourselves first, in order for us then to be able to feel better for the Beit HaMikdash. We know these 21 days between Shiva Asar B'Tammuz and Tisha B'Av are parallel to the 21 days that are between Rosh Hashanah and Simchat Torah. Those big days, the high holidays, the days where our whole year is decided upon, are dependent how much Hashem is going to feel close to us in those days is how much we felt close to God in these days. But how do we first get close to God in these days? Is specifically if we're able to feel what is it that are we not connected to ourselves? What is bringing our own personal chorban? Are you not happy with yourself? Are you not happy with your mission in life? Are you not feeling that Hashem is with you in your life? First fix the small problem, and then you'll be able to fix the bigger problem.